Hey there, Bella here. I am reading another excerpt from my book, Delight Your Husband, a Christian wife's manual to passion and confidence in intimacy. So this book is really about getting you from a place where you're uncomfortable, maybe you've got anxiety, maybe you're not confident in your body or in your sexual prowess or what you understand about your husband. And this is a book to really walk you by the hand through your own reservations to get to the place of peace and confidence and fiery passion in your marriage bed. So let's talk more about that. Imagine for a moment you are Eve. You are the only woman on earth. In fact, aside from animals and trees, there is no one except your husband. Imagine your husband is Adam. You and your husband physically become one flesh frequently. You might have various favorite gardens in which you tease and frolic with each other. On a particularly gorgeous afternoon, you're sitting and relaxing on the bank of a beautiful stream. You're leaning against a great oak with your toes in the cool water, enjoying the warm sun on your face. Your husband startles you by quietly approaching and kissing you on the cheek. He presents the most beautiful bouquet. This reminded me of you, baby. I love you. These breathtaking flowers, you know he spent the better part of the day carefully searching out, considering your favorites, and only choosing the most perfect blossoms. You wrap your arms around him, and he kisses you deeply on the lips. After a moment, you slip under his arm and skip away, glancing over your shoulder with a come-and-get-me smile. He knows this game, and he starts after you, as you pick up your pace. You can feel your heart beating fast as you move your feet over the cushy forest floor as quickly as they'll go. Though you know all the best routes, after a couple of moments, he inevitably catches up, grabs your waist, and playfully tackles you. You fall down on the soft grass, and with such glee, and both of you laugh heartily and enjoy his embrace. He begins to kiss your neck and moves to your chest, and then continues down. He is caring, tender, and gentle. You feel free and loved and passionate in this experience. Fully imagine yourself in this scene. Can you picture it? So basking in the afterglow of the intimate passion, you're resting together, lying on his chest. Imagine you both glance up and see God walking towards you. You eagerly welcome him to sit down beside you. What a wonderful surprise to have God visit. You genuinely exclaim, "So glad you stopped by. We just had a glorious afternoon, God. I am in complete awe of how you've made my husband. He is so incredible, every part of him, and his heart brings me such joy. Did you see the flowers he gave me?" You show him the marvelous bouquet. "Well, I really should be thanking you for all these delights, shouldn't I?" All of you laugh. God looks at you with such deep tenderness and love. He is happy with you. He delights in you. You are happy with him. You are grateful for what he has given you. He has given you these incredible gifts. He has given you your husband. He has made every part of your husband, and it brings God delight that you enjoy his creation. He loves to hear your appreciation in act and word of his handiwork. It brings him joy to see you cherish what he has made in your husband. Write in your workbook, were you able to see yourself as Eve? And what emotions came up when you considered God walking in? What does this clue you in to your own views of God's purpose for sex? If you could visualize yourself in this story, I'm interested if it startled you when I mentioned God walking in on you. I must ask why. God made it all. He sees it all. He made you to sexually crave your husband. This is his design, his idea. He made your intimate places. He knows you completely. He designed your vagina to become moist, sensitive, and elongated in preparation for your husband's erect penis. These things don't surprise him. He is responsible for the tickle you feel when your clitoris becomes enlarged, awaiting your husband's gentle touch. Do you think he doesn't know? Or doesn't care? When we see God as our designer and creator, we are more able to understand how Adam and Eve were naked and unashamed. They were not ashamed of their sexuality. It was another wonderful gift that God had given them. Just as the flowers, fruit trees, and deer were all gifts, so too was their intimate experience. So I want to leave you with that today, to really recognize where you are in understanding and believing that God truly designed and desires you to embrace the gift of sex, that you are Eve. You can be that in your marriage. You can be that with your husband. God bless you. I look forward to reading another excerpt next week. You can go to delightyourmarriage.com, listen to all of the wonderful interviews we've had, 130 or so, and also you can check out my book, Delight Your Husband, and the video course there as well. God bless you. I love you. We'll talk soon.